तौ संतोषयता संतौ श्रीलरूप सनातनो दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितम् पर्यालोच्याथ पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः. Hare Krishna. Welcome to everyone after a long gap. So how did you write exam today? It's easy? Huh? Huh? Pass? Lengthy? Good. That much smaranam is happening. Writing so much means smaranam is more. You are able to remember Krishna. Focused smaranam will happen in exam actually. With full attention we remember Krishna and his pastimes. So, we should have regularly exam actually. Every day. Then, okay, so come to our discussion. Please come to 96th Anuched. We should discuss this or is over or in between. Huh?
It's not over.
It started or not?
No.
95 is over?
95 years, half.
Huh? Half.
Yeah.
So in the 95 Anuched, what is being discussed here? So varnashrama achara vidiyate. Whatever the varnashrama we are having, that is the purpose is what? That's anupama charitam phalam. So Shastra prescribed the varnashram dharma in the society. Actually, you see, Indian culture is based upon what? Our culture is based upon Sanatana dharma is based upon what? Based upon the varnashram dharma. So how you identify our culture is different from others? So varnashram dharma and samskaras. The Shodas samskaras. Majorly we see 16 samskaras. So in this Sanatana dharma, we will be seeing the purificatory process. This is the actually generally whatever you have various region wise, state wise, we have different cultures. All are coming from where? Coming from the varnashrama dharma only actually. But somewhere it is followed more and somewhere less, or somewhere something different. So like this, we'll be seeing the whole culture, this Indian culture, so-called Indian culture, is based upon the varnashrama acharaha. So that varnashrama, that means social function. Varnashrama means it's a social function. That is also ultimately various rules are varnashrama gives various rules and regulations for the society, how it should be conducted. And that kind of conduct, whatever is there in the society, ultimately the result should be what? Their ultimate result should be the bhakti only. So that's why in varnashrama you'll be seeing based upon varnas and ashramas, various prescribed duties are given, like dana vrata. These are prescribed duties of grihastha. Tapo homa. These are prescribed duties of the vanaprastha. Japa and swadhyaya. These are meant for the brahmachari. And samyama. These are meant for the sannyasi. So this kind of example, all these activities should lead to bhakti. So that's why when they will lead to the bhakti, that is said in the next sloka. So there is a provided condition is there. So automatically they cannot lead to bhakti. Dana, vrata, tapo, homa, japa, swadhyaya, samyama, these kind of things, when they will become bhakti. So when they these all things are performed for the pleasure of Hari. Danadibihi Sri Krishna Santoshartaihi. When they are performed for the pleasure of Krishna, so then only those will become bhakti, those will lead to the bhakti. Taduktam tajjanmatani karmani tadayu stanmano vachaha ityadi. Even we are seeing that is a life, that is a janma, and Ramcharan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. I have one general question that these Varnashrama duties, are they originally mentioned in Vedas, or they are part of the Smritis, or like how do we receive this? Like I know, like Krishna says that Chaturvanya Maya Srishtam. So Krishna created this. So where originally these duties are mentioned?
Originally, everything is there in Veda. So, but whatever stories we see in the Puranas, all those are also there existing in the Vedas. So Vedas is the sum total of everything, Vedic knowledge. And after that, referring Vedas, some sages, they will be giving the summarized instructions. So then Yagnavalkya is writing his Smriti Shastra, Parasara is writing. So, and also Swayambhu Manu is writing. So Manu Smriti, Parasara Smriti, Yagnavalkya Smriti. These are all so compiled by the sages actually. But they are all, root is Vedas only. Based upon Vedas only they give.
Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Even we see Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is also essence of all the Vedas. So whatever concepts we study in the Srimad Bhagavatam, those are all pervading in the Vedas. But if you summarize that and essence, if you bring out, then that is a Srimad Bhagavatam. Like that. But these are also Srimad Bhagavatam. It doesn't mean that now it is not a compiled thing. It is not a made by anyone. It is also eternal only. But among those Vedas, whatever that among the Puranas actually, Puranas, Vedas, they are all eternal scriptures. So in those scriptures, wherever there is summarized, that means essential slokas are there that are taken and compiled as Srimad Bhagavatam. Like we have 100 crores of Puranas slokas. 100 crores slokas are there in Puranas. Out of those 100 crores, summary of those, the essential points are taken and compiled as Srimad Bhagavatam. So like this, you will be seeing the same kind of things in other places also. So now Varnashrama culture. So for the easy understanding for the people, common society, Manu gives the just compiled version. But what is the origin is Vedas only for him also. Bruhannaradiye Janma Koti Sahasreshu Punyam Yehi Samuparjitam Tesham Bhakti Bhavet Shraddha Deva Deva Janardane. Janma Koti Bihi, Bruhannaradiya is saying. Those who have accumulated punya for thousands of lives may obtain pure bhakti to Janardana, the Supreme Lord. Ultimately, everything should lead to bhakti only. That's the point. Even if you do so much punya karyas, bahunam janma namante, ultimately, so that also should lead to bhakti. It will not become automatically bhakti, but once if you do the punya karyas, you cannot become devotee by that. Even millions of lifetimes if you do punya, but what is the provided condition is sadhu sangha. So similarly in the previous dana tapa vrata, provided condition is when they are performed for the haritoshanam. That's the point actually. But ultimate goal of everything is the bhakti. How those will lead to the bhakti? That's why we have conditions. Next, Bruhannaradi, next, Agastya Samhitayam. Vratopavasa niyamair janmakotyanuptishtitaihi yajnaischa vividai samyak bhaktir bhavati madhave. Agastya Samhita. Bhakti to Madhava arises by various sacrifices and by regulated fasting and vows properly undertaken for millions of births. Vratopavasa niyamaihi janmakotyapi anutishthitaha yajnaischa vividaha samyak yajnaischa vividaihi samyak bhaktir bhavati madhave. So bhakti to Madhava arises by various sacrifices and regulated fasting and was properly undertaken. Yeah. So Srila Jiva Goswami is giving various references. Everything in what kind of any kind of practice in our life ultimately should lead to bhakti. Every practice in our life should lead to bhakti. That is a point actually. Just before to this anuched, what we studied, every result of hearing all the scriptures is bhakti. That means all the sastric injunctions, whatever are there, they should lead to the bhakti. That point we discussed. Before to that, several anuchedas we have seen. Ultimately, Srimad Bhagavatam in the Guru Shishya Parampara, Guru Shishya Bhava, whatever instructions, teachings are given in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So there, the prescribed process for the person jiva is what? That is the bhakti. So like this we are seeing. So that means how systematically bhakti's importance is discussed. That you should grasp now. Etadeva vyatirekena uktam dharma swanushtitah pumsam ityado. So any dharma, any practice you did, and if it is not leading to the bhakti, then that is sramayevahi kevalam. Dharma swanushtitah pumsam vishvakshena katasyaha notpadayet yadiratim sramayevahi kevalam. Okay, next, yashasriyameva ityado. Next one more. Yashasriyameva parishrama paro varnashramacara tapasrutadishu avismruti sridhara pada padmayor gunanuvada shravana. What is that? Shravanadharadibihi. The great endeavor one undergoes in executing varnashrama duties, in performing austerities, and in hearing from the Vedas culminates only in fame and wealth. But by attentively hearing the recitation of Lord Hari's qualities, one can remember his lotus feet. Yashashriyameva parishramaha paro varnashramachara tapasutadishu. So the tapas, austerities, and whatever hearing is mentioned in the varnashrama, ultimately, or otherwise executing varnashrama duties, so they ultimately lead to the fame and wealth, because naturally they cannot give bhakti, provided if they're done for the sake of pleasure of the Lord, then only they will. Otherwise, they will lead to only fame and wealth. But by attentively hearing the recitation of the Lord Hari's qualities, one can remember his lotus feet. So this is the point actually. Attentive hearing will. So next, 96th Anushada. Yacha tatra gnanam abhidhiyate tadapi bhaktantara bodhataiva labhyam yatha. Now in the 96th Anushada, tatra means in Srimad Bhagavatam. Yacha gnanam abhidhiyate tadapi bhaktantara bodhataiva labhyam. In Srimad Bhagavatam, you will be seeing attaining of so gnana. Some places you said Gnana, one can attain Gnana. So such instructions you'll be seeing in the Bhagavatam. So how that Gnana is achieved, that is also through the Bhakti only possible. Tadapi Bhakti antarbodhata eva labhyam. Pureha bhuman bahavopi yogina tvadarpiteha nija karma labdaya vibhudya bhaktya katopanitaya prapetirenjochutate gatim param. So what is the meaning of this? O Lord, possessing unlimited glory, O Lord, who doesn't fail his devotee. Many yogis in the past offering their activities to you and developing realization through devotional activities easily attained your association. What is the Sutra Sthanim Vakyam here? What we should establish from this? Huh? Tell me. Mike.
The Sutra Sthanyam Vakyam is for this, the Jnana that is prescribed there in Srimad Bhagavatam is understood to be included in Bhakti.
Whatever Jnana is discussed in the Srimad Bhagavatam, that is attained through the Bhakti only. And how Vishayavakyam is related to that? So how Vishayavakyam is establishing that? That we have to see now. Vishayavakyam should do that. That means Gnana is attained through Bhakti. So that point has to be established. Yacha tatra gnanam abhidhiyate tadapi bhaktyantarabhudata eva labhyam. So gnana means what? Knowing. Pure iha bhuman bahavaha yoginaha. Lot of yogis, many yogis, tad arpiteha nija karma labdaya bhaktya kathopanetaya vibhudya prapedire anjaha achyutaha te gatim param. This is from the 10th canto, Brahmaji's prayers, 14th chapter 5th. So try to understand this sloka meaning. Iha, so hey Bhuman, iha means in this world, bahavaha purvam bahavaha yoginaha, many yogis api santaha yogaihi gnanam aprapya. They try to get gnana, yogis, they try to get gnana by the process of yoga. Yogis try to get the gnanam by the process of yogas. Yogaihi gnanam aprapya. They were not able to get that. Paschat, after that, toyi arpita iha. Then after that, what they did? They offered their laukikyapi cheshtaha. They offered their activities. So cheshtaha tatha arpitani. They offered to you. Tvai arpitani. So tatha arpitani. So they offered the activities. Laukika activities means even the normal activities. Eating, sleeping, so and so. Drinking, Yajjuhoshi, Adasnasi, so like this. Whatever they so eat, whatever they sleep, everything. They offered all those activities in you. Yani nijani karmani, then taihi labdaya. By that, what they got? They will be getting the katha ruchi. Katha ruchi, ruchi rupaya. So that is the labdaya. Katha ruchi rupaya. So they got some result from offering those activities. That is that result. Katha ruchi they got. Punascha. Then after that, kathopanitaya kataya. Then they got katha ruchi, and then they will be hearing katha. Kathopanitaya. They will be hearing the katha. Kathaya, by that katha, tat samipam prapitaya. They became close to the Lord. So by hearing the katha, what is happening? Tat samipam prapitaya. Kathaniya. Kathaniya amshaha. Who is the Kathaniya? Katha is the story about the Lord. And Kathaniya is, who is Kathaniya? Kathaniya is, Kathaniya means what? Object of hearing. Who is the object of hearing? Who is the object of that story? That is Vasudeva. So by hearing, what is happening? By hearing, you will be becoming close to the Lord. You will be coming close to the Lord. Kathopanitaya kataya tat samipam prapitaya kathaniya ruchi rupaya. That means then you will be getting taste for Lord. Before you got the taste to the katha, now you are getting the taste to the Lord. Kathaniya ruchi rupaya. So bhaktya, this kind of bhakti, that means this bhakti is in the form of what? Taste for the Krishna. Anjaha, then very sukhena, that means very easily. Vibudhya, they came to know Krishna very easily. Vibudhya. Atma Vibudhya means knowing. Knowing of what? Atma tattvam arabhya Sri Bhagavat tattva paryantam anubhuya. They are, so by this, so they are going to get so they are going to experience Atma tattvam arabhya, starting from Atma tattvam, about the self, and ending with the Bhagavat tattva paryantam, everything they are experiencing. Then tava parama antarangam gatim praptaha. They got you. So they got the Supreme Lord. So the steps. So what are the steps in this? How first of all, yogis, what they are doing? Everyone should answer. So yogis, first of all, so yogis who doesn't know bhakti, what they are doing? Yadavpati Prabhu, what they are doing?
They are offering their day-to-day life activities to us.
Oh, you are wrong. Yogis, what they are trying to do first? Akshay Hari Prabhu, whom you were seeing there.
Sorry.
So yogis, what they are doing first initially?
Sorry, please repeat your question, bro.
Yogis,
Yes.
what they were doing initially?
First, they were trying for jnana, but after they are not able to understand, they gave up the jnana and they offered their activities to Supreme Personality of Godhead. And by offering their activities,
wait. They were not able to get what is their desire? Their desire is jnana. They want to know the Lord. They want to know the supreme truth, not Lord, supreme truth. They want to, yogis' main desire is what? Knowing the supreme truth. So for this, what they followed? Yoga margas. Some yoga margas, they tried through the yoga marga, they tried, but Gnanam aprapya. They didn't get, they are not able to know about the absolute truth. So previously he was doing like this, yogis. That means evam. So pure iha bhuman bahavaha yoginaha. So pure, that means previously these many yogis, bahavaha yoginaha santaha yogaihi gnanam aprapya. They didn't get they were not able to know about absolute truth just by following the so-called yoga process. Just Ashtanga yoga, Gnana yoga, so and so yoga, Sankhya yoga, and this. Our main goal is what? Whatever, so knowing about absolute truth, that also through bhakti only. This is our goal. And you should be always, so remembering the Sutrasthani Vakya and how the explanation is going. You should remember actually. So by the yoga margas, they tried, so they didn't get the knowledge about the absolute truth. Then Paschat, what they did later then? What they did? Ramcharan Prabhu. What
they offered their actions to
they offered all their actions, even Laukika. That means normal activities also. Everything they offered. So then this will lead to what? Leela Govind Prabhu.
Prabhu, just now I got a call, so I disconnected your conversation, Prabhu. But I am looking and trying to understand with the notes. I'll just have to connect, Prabhu. Sorry.
Connect to class. You connect back now, class. Call is over?
Yeah, over. Prabhu. Sorry, Prabhu.
So by offering the karma, various karmas, that means so Nitya karma and also Laukik karma. So then what will happen? What do you get? They will be getting
Vasudev Katha Ruchi.
They will be getting
taste for the topics of the Lord.
They will be getting the taste for the topics of the Lord, not for the Lord, but the topics. Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. Vasudeva Ruchi said no. Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. That is the difference you will be seeing now.
Next object.
Katha Ruchi. That kind of bhakti will be generated by offering the results to the Supreme Lord. You will be getting the kind of bhakti. What is the shape of that bhakti? Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. Katha Ruchi Rupa. Then you got the Katha Ruchi, then what you will be doing? You will be doing taste for the, no, then that kind of person will be, then after the Ruchi, after getting what one will do? He will be hearing the Katha. He will be hearing the Katha. By hearing the Katha, what will happen? Tat Samipam Prapitaya. So then what will happen? Arjun Saka Prabhu. If they hear Vasudeva Katha, what will happen?
Attains your devotion, confidential abode.
They will be coming close to the
Kathopanitaya. Kathopanitaya means they come close to the Lords, then develop realization through devotional service, and then he attains your confidential abode.
So they will be, by hearing the Katha, Tat Samipam Prapitaya. They are coming close to the Supreme Lord. And Kathaniya Ruchi Rupaya. Kathaniya Ruchi. Then they will be getting taste for the, they will be getting attachment for the Lord. So Krishna is there and I should. So I am belong to the Krishna and this kind of closeness. So we will be getting the closeness with the Lord. You can relate, you can feel, you can also, your consciousness always so is involved with the Krishna actually. Now otherwise you have to force to remember Krishna. But as much as you hear, as much as you come close to the Lord, then you will be so easily. So now any problem is coming, immediately you will be trying to use your material intelligence and find your old way of doing the techniques. So I will do this and I will do. But you never think that Krishna is also with you and he will take care and he will do like that. You will never plan. If some festival is coming or something event is coming, so first I will, or some good achievement you got, then immediately you will share with your friends, your mother, your father, your wife. But you never think that Krishna is there and I should share with him. Because in your consciousness, you are not close to the Krishna. Because what is the reason? Because of the not hearing. How you will come to the close to Krishna? What is the way? That is by hearing. Hearing is very important. Is very, very important. So we should try to hear Krishna Katha actually. So then we'll become close to the Krishna. Before to that, one is offering the various activities. So that should lead to the Katha Ruchi actually. So that's why initially they are, so whoever is not able to relate the Krishna, somehow they got the convince, they are convinced to our Krishna conscious philosophy, but they are not much convinced to, they are not close, they are not feeling close to the Krishna. Then what? Yeah.
One may apparently do devotional service, and but still that is thinking about Lord's, just like samipta, nikatta, closeness to the Lord is not just like I'm cooking for Lord. I'm even the dressing also, just like the mind is absorbed and I'm dressing, I'm standing before Lord only. But that, as you said, na, closeness like that, Lord is just like if some success is there that you share with nears and dears, so-called nears and dears, but you forget to share with Krishna.
Yes.
So similar way, pure devotional service doing also, but sometimes we don't feel closeness to Krishna. Just like I'm chanting or even the cooking, dressing, I am making flowers, garland. That is a practical, personal devotional service, not indirect devotional service also.
Yes, yes.
But that is feeling, that is not closeness. So what is the reason? This is
reason is only one thing actually. For our major thing is offenses. That's only this a big hurdle in our life. If that is not there, so easy actually. We could have already achieved the thing. Because of unresolved, so many offenses, those are there and they are stopping you actually. So to realize or otherwise also to experience so various things like Atma Tattvam Arabhya Bhagavat Paryantam. So knowing about the soul and realizing about, experiencing about the soul to the Supreme Lord.
Prabhuji, similar this, last we discussed like na Brahma Bhuta Prasadnatmana Sochati Kanchati. That was discussed, it is like Kramik Mukti for Jnani.
Yes.
For Vaishnava, devotee is not happen Brahma Bhuta, that means direct. But here is telling Atma Tattva Arabha Paryanta, that means for devotees life also whether comes like I'm not body, I'm soul, that feeling, but complete realization is not there, but is on the process. So he has developed just Atma Tattva, then goes to the Bhagavat Paryantam. That also come that stage, that process not, how happens.
Yeah, Prabhu. It is not telling these stages actually. It is just Kramena Atma Tattvam Arabhya Bhagavat Paryantam. Kramena is not written here. Atma Tattva Arabhya Bhagavat Paryantam means, so you don't need to do any other process to know the soul. And wait. So just by this process of bhakti, you can, everything you can realize. That much capacity it is having. That is
devotional service is not doing any other process like jnana, other things, but that feeling, that realization, but complete realization is not come. That first tattva, like Atma Tattva realization comes. So, and that Atma Tattva realization also not complete in the sense what is my sarupa, what I'm supposed to do, but that feeling, just a Brahma, that means na sochati na kanchati goes as well as conscious being. I'm a conscious being always. And beyond time, place, circumstance, I always exist. That feeling is there. So this is not practicing jnana. This is part of bhakti. So it is here mentioned like Atma Tattva up to go to, because this is the process. So the realization we
please
can
try to understand my point, Prabhu. I understood your point, but you try to understand my point. What I want to say, Atma Tattvam Arabhya Bhagavat Paryantam is said. That means beginning from, starting from Atma Tattvam, so till Bhagavan. So you will realize, means in the process of bhakti, you will be realizing gradually from here to there is not said. Kramena word is not there actually. He said that you can realize this whole spectrum, everything. So that is happening gradually or at the Allah, that means at one moment. That just depends upon the Krupa of the Bhakti Maharani. So you might be doing the service and even offenses also is not there. So, but who can experience the Lord? When Lord give the mercy on you, so then only you can realize. It's not the mechanical process. So you cannot achieve the Supreme Lord by some standard process. You will be doing the standard process and your anarthas also finished, but you will realize Supreme Lord when Lord desires to give the realization. So that's why it is not a standard, that means so process. Now first Atma, then after that Brahman, then after that Paramatma, then after that Bhagavan is automatically happening. And some devotees, if they don't want to realize they don't want to experience how the soul or Brahman, so they will never get. In the previous year also we have studied Katam Chit Vanchati Chet. That means somehow if they desire, then only they will get. Like example we have seen Yadi Vanchati. What is that sloka? Recently we studied in the one place. Chitraketu Maharaj also is and yeah. Swargapavargam madhama katam chiti yadi vanchati. If you desire, then only so you will be giving that. So that kind of realization. Otherwise, so you will realize the Supreme Lord directly. So this is not the point whether gradual or the sudden or one-time process. But the main point is what? Is not saying that point. Kramena word is not at all there here. How can you say gradually? Only said beginning from here to ending means this much you can know. Here to here. So here, our main discussion is what? Main discussion is, so one will be offering the results of their karma, or they are offering their karma for the Supreme Lord. That is leading to the Katha Ruchi. And then Katha Ruchi, by hearing the Katha, one is coming close to the Supreme Lord. And you will be getting the attachment for the Krishna then. Then after that, by that kind of bhakti, one can realize Supreme Lord. One can experience the Supreme Lord. Tava parama antarangam gatim praptaha. They will be getting the, yeah. This is a process actually. Initially, someone, yeah, is not able to, or your society also you will be seeing, they don't have any now so much Krishna consciousness. Development in Krishna consciousness means what? This should happen. Like you have taste for watching movies. Maybe in the before coming to the Krishna consciousness, you were feeling always, yeah, it's a new movie I should watch. You saw some poster on the wallpaper in Guntur, you will see so many wallpapers. For sure I should go actually. You will be hearing and you will be getting excited. Yes, I should see. The excitement, the enthusiasm while studying engineering this, you should be having enthusiasm. That means Katha Ruchi. That means there that movie Ruchi. So you are having so excited actually. And that kind of Ruchi is there for you. So tomorrow morning, early morning, I will get up and I have to sit and chant 2 hours. I'm really excited. So when tomorrow it will be, when it will be tomorrow, and I should go to the Mangalarti and do so I should hear the name. So like that, are you feeling? Are you feeling like that? If you are feeling like that, then you are progressing actually. If you are feeling sleep in the japa, then you are not progressing actually. You are stuck actually. We should understand that our bhakti is hampered already. Something mistake is going on. We should understand this. And one should do, so that means some kind of taste. Let me, 1 hour time you got. What you are going to do that in 1 hour? Let me do more rounds. Yes, let me enjoy. Are you feeling like that? If you are not feeling like that, there is a problem in our bhakti. there is something mistake is happening. You are offending someone or something offenses are going on. You check it back. Do the cross check. Anarthas are pulling back you. If you are feeling taste for the mundane things, some problem is there other than service. So, and that kind of hearing, taste for hearing, will take you close to the Krishna. You'll be feeling very close to the Krishna. Like how you are feeling in your life, there is a close friend is there. Anything happens, immediately you'll go to him and tell. You'll share your heart with him. Yes or no, like this in the material world? Maybe with your friend or mother or father or brother, maybe anyone. Someone is very close to you. Every thought you are sharing with him. Like that, are you feeling with Lord? Like that? You are not feeling? There is a problem. Now we should check our process where we are doing mistake. So that is the important thing we should understand from this. So Vasudeva, that means Katha Kataniya Ruchi Rupaya Bhaktaiva Anjaha Sukena Vibhudya Atma Tattvamarabhya Si Bhagavat Tattva Paryantam Anubhuya. Then only you can experience. Nothing is automatic. So you will be not following the basic thing and expecting something miracle will happen. Then your mind is cheating actually. Nothing is miracle actually. Process is given and you are not following the standard process, and so something may happen in future. No, nothing. Nothing will happen. To cover our mistakes, we should not use the philosophy. That is also one more big problem actually. We should not be in the illusion actually. We should not be in our illusion. So next, Sri Gitopanishassu cha aham sarvasya prabhavaha ityadibhihi shuddham bhaktim upadishya aha. Teshameva anukampartham aham agnanajam tamaha nashayam yatma bhavasto gnanadipena bhasvata. So this is from Bhagavad Gita. To favor them, I, by myself, situated within them, extinguish the darkness born of ignorance with the shining lamp of knowledge. So that's why Krishna, Bhakti Maharani, Bhakti itself can take care. It will lit a light in your heart so that whatever darkness is there in your heart, that will be completely going out. So that's why if you want to know absolute truth, that also is possible by the, that should be actually, that knowing. Jnana means what? Knowledge. Knowledge means what? Which is used to know. Knowledge gives the, so what is the function of the knowledge? Is a knowing. So how you can know? So you can know through the bhakti. So that is the point here. Yacha tatra gnanam abhidiyate. That means in Bhagavatam is said, that means we should know supreme truth. So such a statement is there, that knowing of supreme truth also should happen through the bhakti only. This is the point we are discussing. That means you should know absolute truth means knowing is not, you should not go for the gnana marga, but that knowing also is processed through the bhakti only, should happen through the process of bhakti. Okay, next Anuched, 97. You don't have file, na? So just I am sending on your WhatsApp, please. You can check. Huh? Classroom actually time it will take. It is easy process. Let me do this. 97 is there? Translation is not there. You got it? See. Signal is not there. It went now. So 97. Yanyanyani sarvani yani anyani sarvani tatra purushartha sadhanani uchyante tani api tanyapi tathaiva bhakti mulanyeva yatha. So Swargapavargayoh pumsam rasayam bhuvi sampadam sarvasamapi siddhinam moolam tvaccharanarchanam. What is said here? Now we are going to discuss Sutrasthani Vakyam. Yani anyani sarvani tatra purushartha sadhanani. Whatever that means sadhanas are there for purushartha. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. For these are the 4 purusharthas. Of course, bhakti is the topmost purushartha. So generally we see 4, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. And for achieving these 4 purusharthas, there are so many varieties of the sadhanas are there. Dana, trapa, vrata, ityadi, ityadi. So, egya, swadhyay, these are the different kinds of the sadhanas. These all the sadhanas meant for achieving this sampurushartha, they are all rooted in where? Bhakti. Without bhakti, they will never give any result. They never. Yatha, example is given. It is said, Swargapavargayoho moolam, Swargapavargayoho moolam, tvaccharanarchanam. Your worship only. Pumsam rasayam bhuvi sampadam. So the wealth in the rasa means lower planets. Bhuvi means on this earth planet. Everything, the wealth is their origin, their moolam is also is your worshipping of your lotus feet. Sarvasamapi siddhinam. So all the siddhis, the root of all the siddhis is also worshipping your lotus feet. Worship of his lotus feet is the root cause of all the perfections for obtaining heaven and liberation and wealth in the subterranean regions and on earth. Yatha skande. So that's why in the Vishnu Purana, in the Skanda Purana, it is said, Vishnu bhakti vihinanam srota smartascha ya kriya kaya klesha phalam tasam swairini vibhicharavat. Why? How can you say if someone is doing the karma and its result is also the come, and karma is also rooted in the bhakti? How can you say? Anyway, we are going to discuss, but also we can briefly just hear. Karma, when you do, for the performing karma, you need ingredients. You need the place, purified place. Karma means yajna. Take one example is yajna. So now you are having the some, so yajna kunda, and then you have materials, various kinds of the materials, various kinds of the mantras you will be using, and brahmanas and place, all should be pure. If everything is pure, then only you will get the result. Even if there is a slight dosha in there, then you will never get any result. So that's why ultimately, so to get the perfection in those things, in those material objects, you need to chant the mantras. That means holy name, Lord's names you should take. So that's why you'll be seeing in every process, in every dana, tapa, vrata, ityadi, all the processes, there is definitely Vishnu's names are included to bring the perfection in that. So that's why without the Vishnu bhakti vihinanam srotaha smartascha ya kriyaha kaya kleshaha phalam tasam swairini vibhicharavat. What is said in the Skanda Purana? The actions of the Vedas or Smritis performed without bhakti to Vishnu give only suffering to the body, like the illicit activities of a prostitute. Swairini Vebhicharavat. A prostitute woman is there. So what she will get? She is associating with the what she does. She will be having the illegal affairs with the many men. And ultimately what she is going to get? Ultimately she is going to get the any enjoyment. So prostitute is having any enjoyment? She is not having any enjoyment actually. She will be having only pain. She's always get the pain only, simply. Similarly, without bhakti, whatever the activities are there prescribed by the Vedas or otherwise Smriti Shastras, so those all will without result. Ya kriya kaya kleshaha. So kaya kleshaha phalam. Their result is just a pain, suffering. This is said in the Skanda Purana. That means you will not get that result also. You can see next also. Taduktam Sri Yudhishthirena. Tvatpaduke aviratam pariye charanti dhyayantya bhadranash nashane shuchayo grunanti vindanti te kamalanabha bhavapavargam ashasate yedita ashisha ishananye iti. Tvatpaduke avitaram pariye charanti. O lotus novel Lord, purified persons who constantly serve, meditate upon and glorify your shoes, which destroy everything inauspiciousness, will obtain freedom from material existence. O Lord, if they desire, they obtain all material and spiritual desires, but not others. But not others. Even karmis, they are karmis. They perform the yajna. Different kinds of yajnas. Karmis means what? Fruity workers. They work for the results, material results. In their case also, if they are getting the some result of the action, so when it is possible, when there is some bhakti. Bhakti is Gauni Bhakti. Actually, Bhakti is in the karmis case, Bhakti Maharani is assisting that process, karma process, so that it is going to give the result. And after that, it is going to give the result and it is stopping. That bhakti is not going to make them devotees. In the case of the karmis, that means various process you'll be seeing in our Vedic scriptures. Every process, every material. That means even if they want to start the now plowing the land, so they will be initially praying to the Vishnu actually, and they are chanting the some mantras before starting of agriculture work. Example, farmer also, if you take, he'll be doing this. So why he is doing? He is a devotee. He is not devotee actually. In that case, whatever the holy name he is chanting, what is the role of that? What it will do? So will it be considered as a bhakti? No, it is not bhakti. And will it lead to the pure devotional service? It will not lead. Why? Because they are doing that only for getting the material result of that. So nicely, any dosha should not be there. Dosha should not be there, that's why. And that's why they are so remembering the holy names of the Lord or anything, something there, some devotion they will be having. And you should not consider by that they are devotees, because that bhakti is just assisting karma and to give the result. That's all. And after that, it is finished. It is not going to do any further. And but what they are going to get? They are going to get the offense. They are going to get the aparadha. Anarthas, they are going to offense. They are doing offense. They will be getting material result, but they will also getting the offense. In this whole universe, without bhakti, no process give the result. No process. Somehow or other, they are taking the name of the Lord in somehow or other, in any way, or remembering our absolute truth. Just to make that, oh my God, please help me, this work should be successful. They are doing some kind of bhakti, everyone in this whole world, before starting any activity. Otherwise, it will fail only, definitely. 100% it will be failed. And they are, my God, whatever God name is there, not taking, but they are thinking about that something. That means some power, some person. So remembering the Supreme Lord. They may not know the complete description, but they are remembering, or they are taking name, or they are calling that Lord in a different ways. But so without bhakti, no process will give any result. This is true. That's the point. That's the point here. Yudhishthira Maharaj is saying, Tvat paduke aviratam ye paricharanti. Tvat paduke ye paricharanti means whoever do the service to your paduka. Paduka means your shoes. Lord's shoes are what? Abhadra nashane. They destroy all the inauspiciousness. These shoes are like that. Will obtain freedom from material existence. Then what will happen? If whoever is serving these shoes of the Lord's lotus feet, they will be getting the freedom from material existence. Oh Lord. So such a people, that means who are serving the Lord's shoes. Oh Lord. Shoes means even Lord's lotus feet also. If they desire, they obtain all material and spiritual desires. They obtain the results, material and spiritual results, but not others. Even material results without bhakti, no one will get. But they are using bhakti, then that bhakti is what? So now karmi is doing bhakti. By that you should not say him as bhakta. No, he is not bhakta. Ramcharan Prabhu.
I remember like when we were doing Anuched 18, verse Srimad Bhagavatam first canto, second chapter, verse number 23. We're discussing that if you worship Lord Vishnu with Upadhi, like we are doing, we are going to get auspicious dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, right?
Yes.
So that, what is that auspiciousness that Prabhu there? Like, so now if you are saying like even we do with chant some Vishnu mantra, then we'll get it. So that auspiciousness, is that ultimately lead to bhakti, or is it like going to stop there, nothing going to get after that?
Worshipping Vishnu with the Upadhi is different actually. That is what. So Vishnu we are seeing as the controller of the Sattva Guna. In that way, if you work, that means he is the maintainer of this universe. Controller of the Sattva Guna means he is a maintainer. With that way, if you worship the Vishnu, then that is known as Upadhi Yukta Bhakti. So then you are seeing Lord is a maintainer. You are not seeing the Lord is the performing his pastimes with his supreme energies, with Srimati Radharani, and he is about everything, and he is always roaming in his world. That is Nirupadi. Seeing the Lord like that, Krishna, you are seeing Krishna in Goloka, is nothing but Nirupadi Upasana. But you are worshipping Vishnu as a maintainer of this universe, then this is the Upadhi. If the Upadhi you are worshipping, this will lead to the material results, that means dharma, artha, kama. Those will not give pain. Means what it means, generally you will be getting the dharma, artha, money, and kama means your material desires are satisfied. Those will not be giving any inauspiciousness, means any pain actually, because Vishnu means he is the Adhisthana Devata of the Sattva Guna, and whatever worshipping of, that means you are worshipping Vishnu as a maintainer, means you are worshipping the Sattva Guna actually. So from the Sattva Guna, worship of that Sattva Guna, so you will be getting the happiness. But when you worship Brahmaji and Shiva for the dharma, artha, kama, then what will happen? Those will be, because that will increase Rajoguna in you. If you worship with the Upadhi, Brahma and Shiva, what will happen? In you also, Rajoguna increases. And Shiva, by that, Tamoguna will increase. With the Upadhi you are worshipping. If you worship Shiva as a Vaishnava, then that is different matter. If you worship Brahmaji as our Acharya of the Parampara, that is different matter. But when you worship Brahmaji as a creator, you see the creation in ability in him, which is nothing but happening through the Rajoguna. Then by that process, that worship, you will also, like Hiranyakashipu. So after worshipping of several thousands of years, that worship made any purification in the heart? No purification. It's only that desire. I should conquer these 3 planets and I should conquer the demigods. This desire still is there. So that kind of worship will be increasing Rajoguna, and that's why that result, whatever. So Hiranyakashipu's case, he became got the boon from the Brahmaji. After that also, is he happy? He was not happy. And he was suffering. and he was torturing people and he got the bad result. Even Ravanasur, he worshipped Shiva several years. So he did, and that Shiva, he saw Shiva as a pralayakar, and he worshipped like that Upadhi. He didn't see, Ravana didn't see Shiva as a Vaishnavana Meta Shambhu. No. Did you see like that? No. So then what happened? Because of that tamoguna. So what? His intelligence is still lost, and he doesn't know who is Sita, and Sita he doesn't know, and his supreme personality of, that means she is the consort of the supreme personality of Godhead. He doesn't know this much also. His knowledge is covered, completely ignorance, and he did mistake, and he got suffering. He was punished by the Lord. These results are painful actually. So, but in the case of what you are asking, so these karmis are not doing any kind of bhakti. That is not at all a bhakti. They just take the holy name. What is that? They think that even they don't know this is bhakti. They say that Krishna's name should be taken. Even if you see everywhere, gully, they will be worshipping, every house. So we also worship Vishnu. We also worship. But what? They know this is a service of the Lord? No. They understand taking holy name also. Om apavitra pavitra. This Karmakandi Brahman also chant this mantra. And what he understand this from this? This is a process of Sandhya Vandana. It's a process of his karma. Nitya karma. And he never have, is he going to have this Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like that he is seeing without Upadhi, no. And then in that case, those holy names so are taken just as assistant of the karma. So those will be just giving the result of, so only result of that karma. And they are not going to purify heart, no. That holy name will never purify the heart, no. And they got offense actually. So Mahaseva Prabhu. It is clear, Prabhu? Ramchandra.
Yes, Prabhu. So my understanding is like, so when they worship like Lord Vishnu or they chant the name of Lord Vishnu, it just only increase Sattva-guna, but not really ultimately lead to bhakti, because their consciousness is not to achieve bhakti, but just to get the material result.
If someone is worshipping Vishnu, yeah, is seeing just seeing as a maintainer, and he can provide these results. If you say like that, then that is not going to purify heart. That is not going to. But when that is done, tivra bhakti, akama sarvakama va moksha kama udhara dehi, tivrena bhakti yogena. But if you do that very intensely, more than the karma, but here you are not making. See, here the point you have to, subtle point you should understand. Making the bhakti as assistant to the karma is happening or not. Whether he is doing directly worshipping of the Vishnu for getting the result is different. Your understanding point? Ramchandra Prabhu. Yes, worshipping the Lord directly to get the material result is different from the making that means making the holy names as the assistant for the karma is different. Both want material results, but processes are different. Your understanding? In the first one case, if you worship the Vishnu for the material results and you are not making bhakti as assistant to the karma, in that case, purification will happen. Example is Dhruva Maharaj. He went to worship the Vishnu just for the sake of material result. He didn't make this bhakti as assistant to the karma or anything. He is not karmi. Understanding? But in the case, what I am saying, who will be getting offense? When you make bhakti as assistant to the karma, then there is no purification. Understand, Prabhu, Ramchandra Prabhu, that difference?
Yes, Prabhu, yeah, I got that difference. So then, the one question that is like, so whether we generally hear like whether we chant holy name knowingly or unknowingly, we get purification. So in that case, if somebody is chanting holy name just to get because as an assistant to karma, so they will not get any purification with that, right? That's understanding is.
Yes.
Okay, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mahaseva, bro.
Okay, on the same line, actually, a little bit, a small question is like sometimes like we also
sometimes we also like tell, like Karamis, devotees also suggest that you chant something. Like we know that he's putting bhakti under karma, but we say that you do some chanting. I mean, somebody is struggling, he wants something, some result, and we suggest that you chant.
Yes.
Like that. But as you said that he is increasing his aparadha there, basically.
Yes.
So in that case, shall we suggest or we should not? Like, we should only suggest to do bhakti.
If someone is having the artha jignasu, they are not karmis actually. They are doing the directly devotion for their relief. So that will definitely lead to the Suddha Bhakti.
Yeah. But I am talking about karmis. I'm talking about karmis. Somebody.
Karmis, they will never.
So we should not suggest also them to chant in such cases?
Karmis, you should not say, you should not recommend that make bhakti to assist you, his karma. You should not say like that. You dependent on Hari, any problem you get, you dependent on Hari. Even if you want material results, you dependent on Hari. That is different actually. That's the point I'm mentioning here.
I got it.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, Ramchandra Prabhu also said कि somebody comes knowingly or unknowingly purifies the heart. So I just like also if somebody touches the fire, whether child touches or somebody somebody aged person touches, knowingly, unknowingly, literate, illiterate, it's going to burn the fire because this nature of fire is burning. Similar way, Lord is made up. Lord is all pure. Just somebody comes anyway, any conscious like that now. So because he's coming contact with the Lord, he will get purified, whatever some degree. So how to understand somebody is although making bhakti as an assistant to his karma fulfilling desire, he will not get purified, he will not get results. Whether some purification, whether maybe gradual, but it will be there or not. Because Lord is all pure, anybody comes with whatever intention, just like give example of Putana. She going to come to kill the Krishna, but Lord purified her. So the purification take place or not?
Yeah, we should see, Prabhu, subtleties. We should not see like that. That means like everything is same, okay, not like that. We are specifically. You see in the Putana case, what is happening? So she is having the dvesha actually towards the Lord. And that is different. So she is having the dvesha and she served the Lord. She offered her breast milk to the Lord out of enviousness, out of the dvesha. In that case, Lord accepted actually her service and he delivered and she got the assistant of, she became the position of assistant of a nurse. She became an assistant nurse in the spiritual world, Dai. But that case is different. That is one more different case actually. That Desha also is having such a intense Dvesha, and so that Anukulata is not there, Bhakti, but still since somehow or other they are remembering Krishna, they are getting. But in the Karmi's case, it is not going to happen. In the case of Karmi, is clearly said, even in the next anuched is coming anyway, that once again we are going to discuss this point. Tomorrow we are going to discuss. Yeah. And so fire is there, but in the case of Karmi, so he is keeping fire with the fireproof. He is covering that fire with the fireproof and touching. That's why nothing is burning. Because that offense is the fireproof. It is not allowing to burn. Insulator is there. Fire on that fire insulator is kept and he touched. That's why it is not going to give it. Yeah, Sri Chandra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
Prabhu, but in karma process itself, that chanting of mantra and all that is there, no Prabhu. In the process mentioned by Lord itself, this way you have to do karma to get material results. So in that itself, the Lord's names, all that is given by Lord only, no?
Yo, because those process will not be successful. If Lord's name, karma process, if Lord's name is not there, and karma by itself, it cannot give any result. Because you cannot perform karma in this whole universe perfectly. It's impossible. While chanting the mantras, Brahmanas, so he ate too much, and while chanting one mantra, he skipped one letter. Finish. You will not get result. So that's why Lord's name is there. Otherwise, because that is establishing without Lord's bhakti, without Lord's bhakti means without Lord's names, without worshipping of the Lord, no process is going to give the result. That is established from there.
Then they are following Lord's instructions only in the karma process.
But Lord is also saying after that, you should not do this. You should offer this to me. You should not enjoy that karma result. But they did karma. But they are offering that karma to the Lord. The results, everything. Then that will lead to liberate them from the karma bandhan. So that how they will come to know when they get the association of the devotees. Karmi, when they will get that kind of consciousness, I should offer and I should do the bhakti and bhakti srestha only by the association. Karmi, naturally he cannot become devotee by itself, by the process. It's not possible. He should hear the value of bhakti from association of devotee only it is possible. Without association of devotees, by the just process, karma process, no one.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.